consequences of tangent. Today you're going to open your notes from 5.3 to 5.6 note packet to page 11. And this video features Ms. Paddock,
Mrs. McFadden,
and Miss Weldon.
Okay, the objective of today, you will be able to use the sum and difference of tangents to evaluate trig functions, verify identities, and solve trig equations.
Yay!
All right, she's excited.
Okay, here are the formulas. They're on the top of page 11 on your notes. Just take a glance at them, and this is what we're going to be using today.
Don't forget to have your Pythagorean triples handy. Make sure you have these written down somewhere on your green card. If not, you want to pause the video.
All right. Today we're going to be dealing with tangent. So we're going to use the sum or the difference identity for tangent to find the exact values of the trig function. Today's a little bit different because you want to use 60 degrees and 45 degrees whenever possible to avoid excess fractions. You can do it with using other values. It's just a little bit easier if you use 60-degree intervals or 45-degree intervals. All right, so I need to find two degrees that are on the unit circle that add or subtract to 165 degrees. I'm going to use 45 degrees and 120 degrees. All right, so if on your unit circle, okay, tangent of 45 degrees. Oh, well, that's right. Fill in your formula. So you have tangent 45 plus tangent of 120 divided by 1 minus tangent of 45 tangent 120. All right, so if we fill that in, and you're just going to have to use your unit circle. Remember, your tangent values are what you wrote around the unit circle. Tangent of 45 degrees is 1 plus tangent of 120, which is negative square root of 3, divided by 1 minus tangent of 45, which is 1, times the negative square root of 3. Okay, to simplify, you have a plus negative, so that's just going to be 1 minus the square root of 3 divided by 1 minus, I'm sorry, it's going to be 1 minus a negative, which is going to turn into a positive because we're multiplying, and it's going to be square root of 3, and that is going to be your final answer.
Okay, for the next problem, we're looking for tan of 75 degrees. So we're looking for two things that are going to add or subtract to 75. So we can take the tan of 120 degrees minus 45 degrees to get 75 degrees. So we'll do tan of 120 degrees minus tan 45 degrees over 1 minus tan 120 degrees tan 45 degrees. Sorry, that should be plus. Tan of 120 minus tan 45 over 1 plus tan 120 tan 45 degrees. Okay, so the tan of 120 degrees is negative square root of 3. Minus tan of 45 is 1. All over 1 plus the tan of 120 is negative square root of 3. Times tan of 45 is also 1 again. So then to simplify, we have negative 3, negative square root of 3, minus 1 over 1 plus negative square root of 3. We can simplify that to negative square root of 3 minus 1 over 1 minus square root of 3.
Moving on to example 3. Oh, it's Wednesday. Wednesday.
We made it to the middle of the week.
Yay!
Yay.
Here it is, Wednesday. Oh,
the week is almost
Dora.
Hey, Dora.
Now, moving on to example 3. It says find the exact value of tangent alpha plus beta And we're given that alpha is between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. So we want to drag alpha into the fourth quadrant, And we know that beta is between 0 and pi over 2, so we're dragging beta into the first quadrant. Okay. We've been given that cosine alpha equals 24/25, and we've been given tangent beta equals 4/3. Notice the equation. We need the tangent of alpha, but we were not given the tangent of alpha. We were given the cosine of alpha. We need the tangent of beta, and we were given the tangent of beta, so we don't need to find tangent of beta. So we won't need to create a triangle over here, but we do need to create a triangle in the fourth quadrant for alpha. So we know the cosine of alpha is 24/25, so we mark that 24/25. And using our Pythagorean triples, we know that our missing side is -7. Negative because the y value is negative in the fourth quadrant. Now we're ready to write down the tangent of alpha. Tangent of alpha is -7/24. And now we're ready to plug in the formula. So tangent alpha is -7/24 plus tangent beta, which is 4/3, all over 1 minus the tangent of alpha, which is -7/24 times the tangent of beta, which is 4/3. Okay. We're going to use our calculator. Whoa. We're going to use our calculator, and we're going to calculate -7/24. Make sure you put fractions inside parentheses, plus 4/3. And I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to turn that into a fraction by hitting math enter, and that's 25/24. So the numerator is 25/24. So we'll put that in the numerator, 25/24, all over. Now we're going to calculate the denominator. So we take 1 minus, in parentheses, -7/24, close parentheses, open parentheses, 4 divided by 3, close parentheses, hit enter, and we're going to turn it into a fraction by hitting math enter, and it's 25/18. So it's over 25/18. Okay, now we're going to calculate with our calculator. We're going to take 25/24 divided by 25/18. So in parentheses, 25 divided by 24 divided by, parentheses, 25/18. Hit enter, and we'll do math enter again, and we get 3/4, and that's it. That's our final answer.
Much prettier answer.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. Last but not least, we have to do example 4. All right, so we have find the exact value of tangent of alpha minus beta, and it tells us that alpha is between 0 and pi over 2, so alpha is going to be in quadrant 1, and beta is between pi over 2 and pi, so beta is in quadrant 2. All right, if you look at our formula, we need tangent of alpha and tangent of beta. This time, they didn't give us any tangent at all, so we're going to have to set up 2 different triangles. So if we set up the triangle for tangent alpha, okay, it says sine of alpha is 7/25. So opposite side is going to be 7. The hypotenuse is 25. Our missing side length is going to be 24. Okay, and those are all positive because it's in quadrant 1. If we set up cosine of beta, the adjacent side is going to be -15, and the hypotenuse is going to be 17. We know that 15 is negative because the hypotenuse is always positive, and the missing side is 8, and that's going to be positive. Now, we can find tangent of alpha. Tangent is opposite over hypotenuse, so it or I'm sorry, opposite over adjacent, TOA, okay, 7 over 24, and tangent of beta is opposite over adjacent, so 8 over negative 15. All right, let's plug in. Tangent alpha is 7 over 24. Okay, plus or minus.
Minus 8 over negative 15, all over 1 plus 7 over 24 times 8 over negative 15.
Okay.
All right, so let's simplify. This makes plus a positive, so we'll get out our calculator. All right, Miss Weldon, go for it.
All right, we have 7, remove this thing. Okay, 7 divided by 24, make sure you use your parentheses. Okay, the double negatives crossed out, so we have plus in parentheses, 8 divided by 15. Okay, math, enter to get a fraction. Okay, so the numerator gave us 33 over 40 divided by, okay, the denominator we have 1 plus, in parentheses, 7 divided by 24 times 8 divided by negative 15. Press enter, hit math, enter to get your answer into a fraction, and we get 38 over 45. Our last step is to divide those two messy fractions. So we have 33 divided by 40 divided by 38 divided by 45. Enter, math, enter. And our final answer is 297 over 304. And the nice thing about calculator is it already puts it in reduced form. And that's all.
Okay, that's it. Final video of the week. Have a good
Yay,
week.
happy week.